open this shit.
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe?
You know what it is. It's Friday, 10/23. You just started taking a long day, though. But it's another episode of Detroit What Up, Doe, episode 40. We on episode 40, bro. Big 40.
God damn.
You know, Detroit What Up, Doe got to get an AARP card real soon. You feel me?
Tigers might have us be their affiliate.
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate everybody coming to watch another episode of Detroit What Up, Doe, where we talk Detroit Lions, Tigers, Pistons, and Red Wings.
And Braves.
Updates on the hottest topics that's going on right in the city. With that said, I'm Bandit. Y'all know that's my brother from another mother, DaeDae. We'll let you know who in the building with us.
Hold on. Before we let everybody know we're in the building, I just want to give a shout out. I just want to give a shout out to the Braves finally getting a dub. We put up 10 runs on the bum-ass Miami Marlins. So right now we're smoking on that Miami Marlins pack. But why don't we go ahead and bring up old Pawpaw real quick?
Oh, man. Okay.
It's what they want.
Hey, look, I got to sit here and listen to y'all talk about every other team. You know, but hey, let me just get a little bit of love, man. I don't ask for it every show.
Bro, I didn't think I feel they be ripping me about my Buckeye shit. You know, and you know I'm gonna get on you about your Braves. But bring it to the stage. The one, the only. Paw.
What up, dude? How's everybody doing?
Oh shit.
What?
Oh my God. That's scary. That thing's scarier than Bandit's hairline.
Yeah. Yeah, this is about this is how I feel the Red Wings are playing. This bad, scary. Not scary good, scary bad. But hey, we won tonight.
Hey, shout out to the Wings getting it up.
Yep. Good 2 points. Good win against a tough Carolina team tonight. Also the Tigers. The Tigers getting a good win today as well.
Also, we're gonna bring to the stage Mr. himself. Hell.
No. We ain't doing that.
Yeah,
we're doing it. Hail to the victor.
Well, kick them off screen. What are we doing here? Bye-bye.
What up, Rich?
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe? All right. You know, we're going to get ready to it. First of all, before we get into it, see what the ticker said at the bottom. If y'all please go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Very much appreciate that. And follow us on X. And when we get to 500 subscribers, we will be giving away a free Tigers, Pistons, Red Wings, or Lions jersey. So make sure I hit that subscribe button.
Or Braves if you want a Braves one. I got you.
We ain't doing that. He lying to y'all. Feel me? Updates on the score.
I'll just buy one.
I'm trying to give out an Ohio Suckeye shirt now.
I never said that.
YouTube,
national champions, Rich.
YouTube will shut us down if we try some shit like that. What are we talking about?
I don't know what's worse, your hairline or the Ohio soft.
You
gotta be his hairline.
Your hairline fucked up too. Like somebody took a bite of your shit. So I don't keep talking shit now. Anyway,
we can't do this.
I'm in my 40s. I got a reason, fucker.
I'm 36. I'm right around the corner, you goddamn boat. Now, how about that? Now.
You notice how Pawpaw didn't say his age?
I think it's a given by calling me Pawpaw. I think it pretty much is a given.
Antonio, we ain't doing this tonight.
I ain't no spring chicken anymore. Let's just put it that way.
All right, let's start off with some Tigers. We'll put Chris and Rich up here. First question for y'all. Who's been the best starting pitcher for the Tigers so far?
You want to go first, Richard? We might have the same player. I don't know.
As an outsider, pitcher? I say you guys should have the same
pitcher so far this year.
Man, to be honest with you, I don't think it's been it's a runaway yet. Like,
no runaway, just your opinion.
You know what? I'm gonna say Flaherty, man.
Yep, same person. I thought you would. Same.
I like the way he I like the way he looked today, Chris.
Yep.
Even though his fastball wasn't it was only like 92. But he had that slider at the bottom of the zone, man, and that's a nasty pitch if you're painting it right.
And you know, the reason why he wasn't throwing any heat is because it was the second game of the season, and he did a lot the first. But when pitchers start the season, they lose a little velocity in the second and third game until they start getting a ritual in place and they start getting used to it. Then their speed comes back a little bit, but it takes a minute. Casey Mize is an honorable mention, believe it or not, but Flaherty has played really well his first two games.
I noticed neither one of y'all said Schoolball. Is something going on with him? Is he not pitching well, or is he just not getting run support again? Or
he should have won his last game, but thanks to Colt Keith.
Oh, is that the play I know? Where Buddy didn't throw it to first.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, that
was. Go ahead.
At least he owned it though.
That's what I was going to say. He owned it though.
That's good. That's mature. Very mature. Most people don't own it. Not like that.
Well, that's usually when you get the whole player speak. Well, you know, things happen in a game and this, that, and the other. It's like, no, bro, you got to own it. You got to own it, especially for a young kid like him.
Yeah,
you got to own it.
I mean,
he's wise behind his youth.
He has a slight. He does have a slight excuse because he hasn't played first. Well, he hasn't played first base in the pros yet. So he's played a couple of games, but yeah, I mean, he's got to learn the position better. That's all.
Next question for Chris.
Well, hold on. Does that really have to do with learning the position? I mean, 2 outs is 2 outs, no matter what position you're on the field.
You have to put yourself. You have to put
okay. That makes sense.
You have to put yourself in a proper position to set yourself up for a double play. That's why.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. I get that.
And, you know, that's the bad thing about the Tigers is you got these young guys and you keep swapping them positions all over the place. You know, I was watching Young. They got him back at second base. Like, they just throwing them all over the place. Like, I love the versatility, but they're not able to, like, conquer one spot before they go to the next every single year. And I get.
You got to let them get comfortable.
But
at the same time, go ahead.
This year is a little different though, because you've had so many injuries, so you have just kind of had to do shit on the fly. Yep. So I get that. I mean that makes sense, but at the same time, like you just kind of got to deal with whatever the storm's going to bring. You know what I mean?
They're not rookies anymore, but they're still young guys. So you're going to have the you're going to have the roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean this year you're going to have issues across the board because most of your guys last year were rookies.
Mm-hmm.
This year, like
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
This year they're second-year players, so some are going to be up, some are going to be down. It's going to be all the way up. It's going to be like that all season long.
But then today he made a smart play. When Dingler hit the little dribbler down the third, he stayed on that left side of the bag, so he took away the home, so the guy couldn't Vargas couldn't cut him down at home. That's a smart baseball play. So he came back right back the next day made a smart baseball play.
Yep. That's how you make up for a screw up, is make a better play the next time.
Yeah. You just don't want to see, Chris, tell me if I'm wrong. You just don't want to see brain dead mistake game after game after game after game.
Well, the thing is, it runs an excuse. So he owned it. He said, and if something similar takes place again, you can't keep saying, oh, well, I got to get better. No, you've already said it 3 or 4 times. Like, you can't say it anymore. You're done. You've either got to physically change, or you got to move, or you're not good enough. Like, that's just the way. You can't use the same excuse multiple times. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. That's all.
All right. Well, I got a question for you all. What's been the best position so far for the Tigers this year?
What he really means is, who's been the best position player?
My recency bias because I've only watched one game.
That's
I'd
what
pick
I
Kerry
told
Carpenter.
you earlier. Come on now.
It's a long day.
I know it has been. I know.
I think it's me personally, I think it's been 3 guys.
Got to pick one. Pick your favorite of the 3.
I mean, it's really hard because it really is.
There's a bunch of good players. There's no wrong answer. Unless you pick one particular guy.
I'll be biased.
I'm gonna go with Torque, man.
I knew you picked Torque, but that's very valid. Very valid.
I've been very impressed with his at bats. Even when he's even when he's getting out, he's still getting good at bats. He's getting walks. He's getting them hits. He's going to the opposite field. Like, I actually, overall, Chris, I like the approach of our hitters this year. Hell, today we had Cannon. He was like at 80 pitches through 3 2/3 innings.
See, that's what I've been liking about the Tigers. So they're getting pitchers into deep counts, and get them out of get those starters out as fast as burn them up. Take as many pitches. The problem is you can't take certain pitches at certain times. Like, if you've got runners in scoring position, it's a close game. You can't be freaking taking pitches right down the middle. But if you're way up, or you're way down in the game, run up those pitch counts. But yeah, certain times I like they're running up the pitch count. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I've seen hell, there's been counts with several guys. It'd be 0-2, and they still see about 7-8 pitches because they're following off so many, and it may be not producing 100% right now, but that approach will help you more than it will not help you. You know what I'm saying? Dirks was talking about that today during the broadcast. You start making these pitchers, you start hitting their pitches like Kerry Carpenter on that first home run of the game. He hit the slider. That was the dude's pitch, especially today because he couldn't spot his fastball. Now you got the pitcher guessing. He's just throwing. You start making them fuck up and think too much and think a lot when you start making them throw all them pitches because they're trying to get you out, but you're hitting everything or you're taking it or whatever. You're not chasing their pitches.
Not only that, and this is in the same fashion, is that the more pitches that you make the pitcher throw, the more you see of that pitcher. So now there's nothing surprising by the time you get to the second or third at bat against that pitcher. He can't throw anything different. So now you've got the timing. You got to see what his curve, slider, or fastball is and the locations that they've been at. There's no surprises anymore. So now you have a better chance of getting a hit, getting contact on the ball.
And eventually the pitcher's going to make a mistake.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You drive the percentage of that up greatly. And especially first game of the series today, what do we see? 4 pitchers, the starter and 3 bullpen guys.
I have it up right now. Three guys. We pitched. We only let Cannon only made it through 3 2/3 before he got relieved.
And then we seen 3 bullpen guys, right?
2 bullpen guys. 1 guy pitched 3 innings. The closer pitched 3 innings. But we only made it to the 8th inning because we were at home, so we didn't have to bat in the 9th inning. So
that's still denting out the bullpen in the
yeah.
first game of the series. So I mean, that's a win all in itself.
You won't see Wilson the rest of the series because he pitched 3 innings. You probably won't see him the rest of the series.
All right, Chris, what do you got, Chris?
So my batter is Riley Green. He's played pretty well.
My cousin.
Man, he white, bro. What?
Hey, that home run he had today, man, that shit was a rocket.
Yeah, it was 114.5 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Damn, off the bat?
Off the bat.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Damn, that's a fucking shot.
That thing was a home run before you blinked. It was
bro. That's a shot, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, even he admired it, and he don't usually do that.
Yeah.
Olsen hit one today that was 111 off the bat, and that thing flew out of the park.
Yeah.
114. That's insane.
All right, before we get into our next topic, Chris, remind me about the baseball show.
Yeah, on tomorrow at 8 p.m., Richard, myself, Mike, and maybe we'll have a mystery guest. Who knows? We'll be talking Detroit Tigers baseball and how we're doing so far this year.
And by the time we go on air, they will have played tomorrow's game.
Yeah. That's the only downside about working during the middle of the week is like I can't watch the games at work because I don't have any access really. My phone doesn't work really in our building. So anything prior to 5 o'clock, I don't get to watch it. Sucks.
I'll tell you what, the MLB app don't really work on cellular data. It's got to be on Wi-Fi, bro.
Well, I can't because I work in a big brick metal building. So I get like 2 bars. So I've tried to, it'll go through and then it'll freeze about every 5 minutes. And I'm like, crap, it's not even worth watching.
I was trying to watch the Tigers game today and it would show the inning. And then as soon as it went to commercial, it would buffer and it'd buffer forever. And then it'd come back again. And it was the Tigers back up at bat. Like I missed the whole fucking, the same thing when I listened to the Braves game today. First inning, heard the Braves, boom, missed the fucking bottom of the first for the Marlins. Happened for like 3-4 straight innings. It's like, this is trash. As soon as you get on Wi-Fi, though, it works perfectly. I don't understand.
Yeah.
DaeDae, Chris and Rich took over the show, so I think we should take it back. You feel me? We're gonna talk some Lions real quick. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk. How you feel, DaeDae? About the damn players, jersey numbers, man.
I hate it. I mean, the numbers, like, I hate it, bro. I hate it.
Bro.
Like, bro, just pick a fucking number and stick with it. Like, J-Mo done switched again. Like, bro, come on. Just stay with the 9.
I just bought the black 9 jersey, bro.
Bro, I just bought the 0 fucking Terrion Arnold jersey. I about threw it away.
I ain't saying all that. I ain't gonna say all that. I wasn't gonna throw my shit away.
Man, that shit was fucking $30 off fucking TV.
Man, I had to make sure my Brian Branch didn't change. I am so glad he didn't change.
All right, if you didn't know, people, we're gonna go through the jersey change numbers. Bullshit, you feel me? Roger Martin, I don't know why he changed his number because he don't do shit, but he changed his shit to 99.
Hey, he gonna be Warren Sapp. Watch out.
Hey, he's gonna be a sap, all right.
A bullshit.
DaeDae,
I love that. I love that, man.
DaeDae kid got in a commercial or a meme.
Right.
Then we got Muhammad changed his shit to 96. Kid,
that's cool.
Kid, what's his last name?
Yeeball.
Yeeball.
Eba changed his number to 88. Lopez went to 51. Marcus Norris went to 26. The Rock went to 23. Grant went to 15. Tim Patrick went to 12. Bell went to 10. Eekstraw went to 9. I don't know why he even had to change his jersey because he didn't field all last year. Terry,
because it was probably cheap. It was probably cheap because nobody has his jersey, so it didn't cost him much.
Asian Zero went to 006. DJ Reed got 4. I don't even know why he didn't even have to change his number. He just got on the team. J-Mo went to 1. I'm going to need my money back in the mail, J-Mo. And Jameer Gibbs went to 0. Chris, man, how you feeling? Go ahead, Rich. Mr. Michigan.
I look at it different than y'all, man. Like, who cares? It's still the player. And also, all that what it shows, it's a throwback. And what it shows you is you were down with the player from day one.
Yep.
Nah, I never said.
Hold up. That's
I never said. Go ahead, DaeDae.
Nah, Rich, I wish you would said that the other day. Cause yeah, I fuck with that. So I've been down with him since day one. I fuck with that. Okay.
Yeah.
TA also switched for a really good reason too. Once I found that out, I was like, okay, I can understand.
Well, that was his. That was also his number when he was in high school.
And then his teammate wore it at Bama. The kid who died last offseason. I don't like the 0 on a running back though. I don't like that. I just don't like the way that's going to look.
Yeah.
Hey, I like the. I know Pierre said it was corny as fuck, but I don't give a shit what he says about my 6'4", the damn Arnold and Reed, and then someone put in the comments because someone said
what did you say?
CWB, CWA, corners with attitude. I like that.
It's all right. It's not corny by no means, but it's like not the best I've heard. But to say it's corny is crazy because it's not corny for sure.
I would like to know. I would like to know the stats on what percentage. And this is a lot of this jersey changing has just happened recently, like within the last 5 years or so much. I'd like to see the stats of the percentage of players that have changed their jersey numbers and how many have changed them multiple times. And the reason why I say that is fanatics who make jerseys make a lot of money off of them when they change jersey numbers. Just wondering. Just wondering.
And you got to think about it too. So you as fans, we're just going to have to accept this is the new way of life. I mean, it's just like in college. These motherfuckers change colleges every single damn year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? Hell, I still got a Chris Paul Hornets jersey. I'll still rock that shit. I don't give a damn. I'll rock my Sioux Lions jersey. I don't give a damn.
I rock my Heat and LeBron jersey. I ain't gonna lie.
The only way I would not do that,
bro,
like my Sioux jersey, if he was still playing and he was on Miami, I would, and we played in Miami and I was going to the game, I would not do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't either.
I haven't put my Stafford jersey on.
I ain't wearing that.
Mine's buried in a box somewhere. That thing ain't gonna see the light of day.
My DeAndre Swift jersey. I ain't put that on since because they still in the league.
Oh, I would have never bought a Swift jersey anyway, but hey, that's
it was on sale for $64, so I got it.
I wouldn't have paid $6.
Now hold on. Now Swift wasn't that big of a dog.
I was never a fan of his, man.
Swift was a dog, bro. When he was on the field,
I wasn't a huge fan of him. Obviously, I was, a fan because he came from Georgia. But at the same time, like as a pro running back, I never really seen it because he's just a speed guy, and he never really had that type of speed. So
he was inconsistent. One game you'd be like, oh, okay, and then, oh, my fingernails hurt. Oh, I can't. You know what I'm saying? But then the next game, he's running over a linebacker. Like, dude, like, what are you gonna do? Are you soft? Or are you hard? What are we? Like,
it wasn't his fingernail, Rich. It was his whole thumb. Now, shut up, man.
His fingernail, that was iffy.
Motherfucker, go play with Caleb Williams, Mr. Fingernail.
Oh God! Oh, we ain't gonna talk about Caleb. We ain't doing that. Fuck Caleb. You know.
I'd rather talk about fucking Bandit's hairline than fucking Caleb Williams.
Next topic. Hush looks like Hush like he ready to go, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure what I mean by that.
Let's
It's a big ass grizzly bear. Rich, how you feel about the video of Hutch, man, and his process to recovery and getting back on the field? And do you think he's gonna be ready to start by the first game?
I mean, that looks a lot better. Now, the way he looked in that video, I could have seen him playing the Super Bowl. Not that.
Oh, here we go. Don't do that.
No, he's right. He's right.
Not that video that around the Super Bowl.
If that would have been the video that we saw back when we saw that other video, then we'd have been like, yeah, that's possible.
Yeah,
but that video we saw before, ain't no freaking way.
No freaking way. Thank you.
But it does show me that he'll be ready. He'll be ready to go. I was never worried, because I've watched him since he was at Michigan. I'm a day one. I've been a fan of his since his freshman year. I've sat on here and told you guys his roles every year in his college. So I mean, that's my dude. He's overcome this injury before. It was a different leg, but it was still. So I mean, like, injuries suck, but man, when you've already done it once, you already know what to expect, what to do, how to push yourself, what your body. So,
plus
let's
his
go.
dad's a doctor too, so
yeah, exactly. His dad is never gonna. I mean, you trust that these doctors, which you can't trust them all because it's been proven, but you should be able to trust these league doctors.
R.I.P. Michael Jackson.
But he gets he's got a free second opinion sitting right at his, at his parents' house.
I seen a tweet that came out from like a sports medicine doctor on Twitter, and the doctor said he looks completely ready to be able to go this offseason through all the workouts and everything.
That's awesome.
Yep, I'm ready. We need him.
Because
right now it's just fucking Davenport and company right now, so we need Hutch. We need Hutch back.
You really said Davenport and company is more like we just got an empty lot, bro.
Hey, I gotta give credit. He's at least a body. He's a body.
Chris, your thoughts on the Hutchinson video?
I like it. Absolutely do. Not only did I like the fact that he was running at like a really good speed, he was zigzagging too, which puts a little pressure on the inside and outside of his ankle and his leg and stuff like that. So it gives you hope that like there's no like when he's cutting a little bit, the leg that's still bandaged up is like you don't see a limp. You don't really see a give to like a little slowdown from that. It's like a consistent run. So I like it. I like it a lot. It gives me hope that when he comes in, I mean, obviously we won't get it until he starts hitting some pads and stuff like that, and he starts putting some pressure on that leg. But yeah, looking really good right now.
Yeah, that was.
I want to see him pushing the sled.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Once we see him pushing the sled, then you'll be able to tell where he's really at.
Yeah,
coming with somebody who had the same injury as it, like I mean, like I had the Same injury as him. My leg was fine.
You're not a professional athlete.
Bro,
You're just a 36-year-old. You're just a 36-year-old man with a bad hairline, bro. You're not an athlete.
I'm a peacock, Captain. You gotta let me fly on this one.
You gonna let me speak or not, bro? Like, goddamn.
No.
Goddamn. I was getting into that, but like I said, coming from a person that had the same injury, bro, that's not a professional athlete. They go to the training and got the resources that he got for it, and I'm sitting here perfectly fine. And I can run everything. I'm sure Hutch will be fine. That's what I was trying to say, you goddamn boat, while you was trying to cut me off all the goddamn time.
Hey, that sled should be his next step.
Probably.
Because even when
a more precise cut.
Even when I tore my ACL and I'm not an athlete, pushing sled was part of my rehab.
I would say more of lateral. Not lateral.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, not lateral. I mean backwards and forwards. So basically, what you're doing is to add pressure. You're gonna like go up, do a lot of these to get your legs adjusted to pressure, and then I would see him going to the sled after that. You gotta be very. You don't know what's going to happen. Like you don't know how that's going to react. That bone.
And y'all don't know that's coming from an Army vet himself. So trust me, he know how to work out. He went through basic training, so he know. I mean, you giving proof, bro. I should do big props. You feel me? For real. Proud to be American.
Man, he's slobbing.
Don't. I'm still active duty. I don't want any proof that I'm representing the military. Not right now. That's not my.
That workout you did was based. You know what I mean? That was serious. You feel me? You know what? You know what I mean? That's what I was saying. That's all I was saying. Dang, we're just trying to give you pops. All right, let's talk about. So you telling me there's a chance?
Oh God.
No.
I believe there is still. We still have a chance to make the playoffs. If you don't believe it, like, oh, I didn't even mean to do that.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah.
They don't control their own destiny, do they?
Absolutely not. They are 4 points out of a playoff spot with about 5 games, six or 7 games left in the season. They've got to hop 3 teams, so that's gonna be rough. It's rough. There's always a chance, but 4 points jumping 3 teams. You got to hope that the Montreal Canadiens, who are in the final playoff spot, like really lose out. Like they really, I mean, because somebody's going to win. They're going to win a few games. Between all 3 teams that are ahead of us are going to win a few games. We would have to win out and hope for a lot of luck from the Canadiens, the Blue Jackets, and the Rangers. That's just a lot from 3 teams. It really is.
Yeah. That's dependent on a lot in a short amount of games.
Yeah.
5, 6 games or 4 or 5 games, you said?
That game in St. Louis a couple of games ago, we had it in the bag with a minute left to go in the game, and they tied it, and then they won the other team won in overtime. That 1 point made a big difference.
Yep.
That 1 extra point made a big difference. That's why every point counts.
Just like last year.
Yep. That 1 point made a difference.
Can you flip it back, Chris? So I can have my screen back?
Huh?
Get it off the hockey channel and get it back to
Oh, I didn't even realize that. My fault. My fault.
Yeah.
My apologies. Whoops. NFL show. How about that one? No? Okay, there we go.
Thank you, sir.
I wish I could just play the thing without having to have the show come up.
You gotta lower it to each show. Each show got their own ones. You feel me? I try to use the same ones for each show. You feel me? So no, we're talking about that off stage. But anyway,
that's cool.
So there's your standings right there. Let me get that off for you.
Yeah.
Is that updated?
Yeah. That's updated.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And give a shout out to Alexander Ovechkin. he tied Wayne Gretzky's all-time goals record today.
Didn't get the hat trick. Didn't get the hat trick.
He almost did. He got about 9 shots in the last 2 minutes of the game, but he tried for a hat trick. He had a few good opportunities, but
empty net and everything.
And I will credit the Blackhawks because and there was a guy, can't remember his name, for the Blackhawks or for the Washington Capitals. He scored his first goal tonight on an empty netter, and Chicago put their goaltender back in just so. And I think he would have put him back in anyways, but it gave Alexander Ovechkin a chance to shoot, so he wouldn't have to shoot on an empty net. So I kind of give him props to putting the goalie back in, so it can be more official that he scored if he did. So, but yeah, he's tied. They're in New York. They're playing the New York Islanders on Sunday. That is his next shot to pass Gretzky. So he will eventually pass him. That is going to happen. It's inevitable. But congratulations, 894 goals already. Played 1 game less than Gretzky did in his career to get the goal mark. Their stats are nearly identical. Same amount of seasons, obviously. Ovechkin has 2 more 40-goal seasons than Gretzky did. Virtually identical outside of total points.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's been playing.
And he scored it on his my bad, DaeDae. Go ahead.
I think go ahead, because I'm trying to think. When did he start? He's been playing 20 years, right? 21 years?
20 years.
Damn, he started when I was a fucking sophomore in high school, bro. I'd have had a whole life. And this motherfucker just playing hockey, bro.
He done scored on his signature goal too, really. Right on the right side of the goalie, right on the left side.
It's called the right hash.
We got the right hash.
Yep.
That was that's a signature play.
And here's something that's even wilder. 2 things actually. Ovechkin would have played because Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby came to the league. So they both started their first season the same year, but Ovechkin was drafted before Crosby. He would have had 1 additional season already under his belt. So you can imagine that, having gotten it sooner. Not only that, but after about 6 or 7 seasons in the league, the coach came to him and said he kind of was too reckless to abandon. Like he used to hit hard, and he got a lot of penalties. So basically he had to learn how to play defense and not get as many penalties. So that took his attacking down. So he dropped in goals and points over the course of the next 6 or 7 seasons after that. He could have long past Gretzky 2 or 3 seasons ago had he continued the way it was. Now, would he have won a cup? Probably not, because of his style. But
how many cups does he have? 1?
1.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be great though? He passes Gretzky and they win the cup this year. That'd be pretty cool.
Consistency is what has got him the record.
Yeah, come on now, that'd be cool.
Consistency is what got him the record, just like it got LeBron the points. Because just every single year of checking is good for 30+ goals.
Yeah.
Didn't Crosby just do something too, like a week or 2 ago? Didn't he just break some kind of record?
Yeah, he did. It was assists or something like that. I think it was something. I know what you mean. I saw it. I didn't.
I don't remember what it was.
Yeah,
it was like.
Yeah,
I thought Gretzky was at the top of that one too.
So right now, Sidney Crosby is ahead of Ovechkin by quite a few points in the NHL, and as much as I can't stand Crosby. He's had a lot of seasons where he's been injured, so his point total could be much higher. So yeah, Sidney Crosby's got a lot of points. He's a really good setup man. Got a lot of assists. He plays a really good game. Got to give him credit, even though I am not a fan of him. He's got to still give him credit. He can play. He's played. And he's been a lot to the league.
Listen to this. Since 2014, he's only had one season where he had less than 31 goals, and that was in 20, the COVID year. He played 45 games and had 24 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, he was well on his way. He was well on his way.
Yeah, he's your prototypical goal scorer. Like that is his thing. I mean that's him. That's him in a nutshell. You know, he's like Brett Hull. You know, like but on steroids is what he is.
How old is Ovechkin? How old is he? 44?
39.
39 years old.
Oh man,
I looked that up yesterday when Chris and Keegan were doing their show.
Yeah, he's
still got some years left. He could probably play another 2-3 years.
Hockey isn't the same. Hockey ages you much more than any other sport.
Yeah, but then guys like Brett Hull and didn't they play late in their careers? Wasn't Brett Hull older when he finally retired?
Yeah, he did. A lot of people will taper off. In this day and age, the hockey isn't as brutal, you know, just like the NBA. I mean, the sport's not as rough as it was back in the day. You have better health advantages nowadays, so like you can stay longer, but still you still don't see careers last that long. It still takes longevity, health, you know, being on top and consistent all the time. It's tough. It's not easy.
He still don't look like he's anywhere near slowing down.
Although true, but he is spiked in points this year because he's chasing Gretzky. I would almost bet next year he's going to take a nosedive in points just because I think he's just trying to get through this year. And I'm glad he made it. And he's going to pass Gretzky this year, which is cool because if he wanted to retire, he can retire on top in the goals. He doesn't have to wait till next year to do it.
Nope.
So do you think he'll retire after this year, Chris? Yes or no?
No, he'll still play, but probably one more season. He'll probably make through his 40th season just to kind of add to the total. I want him to get 900 goals. That's what I was going to say.
I think that's what he does.
Yeah, he could get it this year still. He could still get it this year. It's very possible. But
he still has he does have a young kid as well, so I think he'll want to spend some time. So I don't see him playing too much longer, maybe a year or two.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Probably wants to win another cup.
I mean, if he does it this year,
are they good? Is the Capitals good?
Yeah,
they're the best team they're the best team in the Eastern Conference.
Oh shit.
Yep.
So he has a legit shot to win the cup this year too.
Yeah, he absolutely does.
I think if he wins the cup, I think he'll call it quits.
I would.
You know, I would. You get the goals, you get the goal record, you know, and then boom, you get the cup.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't go. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. That's,
you can't go. You can't go out any higher than that. Well, I mean, maybe you can, but I mean,
outside of total points in a career, that's it. The only thing that will put him like a topper on that is if you scored the game-winning goal in freaking Stanley Cup or something like that. Like
game-winning goal, game 7.
That was like I was listening to an interview
right there.
I was listening to an interview with Jerome Bettis, and he was ready to retire the year before he did, but the veterans on the team begged him. They said, "Man, the Super Bowl's in your hometown. Come back for one more year. Give us one chance to help you go out on top in your hometown." And Bettis was like, "All right, I can give you one more year. That would be awesome." I was rooting for him that year too.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty damn neat.
That was the Steelers and Seahawks that year. Is that who that was? When they won here in Fort Field, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I think it was Steelers and Seahawks.
Seahawks won that year, do you believe, right?
Mm-mm.
Was it the Steelers? I can't remember.
The Steelers won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
give me
Steelers.
1 second. I'll be right back.
It was like 04 or something like that. No,
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Because I just remember that my now ex-wife, she kept complaining because everybody in Seattle was wearing the flags and do all it. And Seattle is not that kind of town where they're like super supportive of a sports team. They only do it when they're doing really well. And then the next year, if they tank, you won't see another flag. Like that's how they are. And she was like, "This is ridiculous. They all got the flags on the thing, and they weren't even good last year." It was. I was like, "Well, that's the way your home. That's the way your town is, man."
Hey, that's the way Detroit did. Like a lot of Lions fans are like kind of like new fans. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean. I mean,
I don't know, like
it's hard because I've always been a fan, so I can't. I mean, yeah.
yeah. I mean, but even like the diehards before it was cool. Like you still seen a lot of Lions flags everywhere you went up there in Michigan.
Yeah.
You know.
You'll see Lions flags.
You see Lions flags where you're at down in fucking Ohio? You see Browns helmets.
Chris, let them know about the hockey show. Goddamn, you asshole.
So
I'm just saying. What?
So on Thursdays at 9 p.m., me and Keegan talk about Detroit Red Wings hockey or the lack thereof for this season.
We won tonight. We
this recent episode yesterday we talked mostly about the playoff hockey and the teams around the league and how well they did, kind of paying homage to both Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby. But we talked more NHL hockey. Well, that's probably the way forward. For the next few shows, it's just talking about who we think's going to win the Stanley Cup. We had a little bit of disagreement on who we thought was going to win, but that's just our choices, our opinions. But yeah, I mean, come join us at 9 p.m. on Thursday nights.
Can I ask you something? Is he a Padres fan? Did he have Padres gear on the other day during the hockey show?
He's just. Yeah, I don't know if he's a Padres fan. He does like the colors, though, so I don't know. He likes to collect a lot of different jerseys and hats. So it's like he's got like a Columbus Blue Jackets jersey. He's got more jerseys than probably all four of us combined.
Yeah, you do.
And double that. Like he's got a lot of jerseys.
Okay, yeah, you got me beat. And I got a lot, but I don't have that many.
Yeah, he's got probably 150 jerseys.
God,
yeah,
I ain't touching that. I ain't touching that.
He's got like Nashville Predators jerseys. He's got a lot of college hockey jerseys. Like he's got a lot of jerseys.
When I was in high school, you remember what was it? It was Value City.
Yeah.
And they used to have the jersey. Man, that's all I wore. I had like Warren Sapp, Allstott, Montana.
I got a Champ Bailey in there that I got from Value City, bro.
I had an Allen Iverson.
Randall L.
That bitch was so raw, and I had the warm up jacket with that bitch. So raw, man. I wish
Value City, bro. Hell no, Value City.
Yeah, you used to be able to get jerseys for like $15.
Yep.
Back in the
Value City, bro. We had one like a block from my house where I grew up.
Right by the mall. You feel me? Right outside the mall.
Used to go on that bitch and steal. I used to go on that bitch and steal so much clothes, bro. Fuck that. That was over 20-something years ago. So
do not try this at home, kids, if you're watching.
No.
All right.
Hey, whatever, man. Hey.
Let's talk about the Pistons real quick. Eastern Conference standings right now, the playoff standings right now. As we stand, we are currently, let me get it up. Wow.
You need to put an X next to it because we have clinched. You need to put an X next to it. Clinched.
So currently, if the playoffs started today,
Fuck you.
Well, you're right. I didn't. What you want me to? Yes, DaeDae, you're right for the X. I should have put the X on. I apologize.
Anyway, go ahead, bro. I'm fucking with you.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk Pistons real quick. I gotta run to the bathroom. So if the playoffs started today, DaeDae, who will we
I also have another photo to show after you're done with this. I just uploaded it, so I want to show it.
Go ahead, show it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Ooh.
The first team to do it in NBA history.
Tripled our win total.
Yep.
Insane.
The first, the best ever in NBA history to go from 14 wins to a playoff, clinch the playoffs. Okay.
Coaching matters, man. Coaching matters.
It does.
Look how much coaching matters, man.
I don't want to hear like any Pistons. We changed it. Like I don't want to hear any other team saying, "Well, they changed it." No, they did not change. They basically added a couple of rookies and a couple of veterans, and the coach changed, and I think the GM. So you had like two people, and then what? Three players, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. But it was a lot. I mean, 2 starters, and then what really helped the Pistons this year? Duran's development.
Oh, true.
Development.
Yeah, but
like
100%. Why is that? Why is that, DaeDae? Coach
defense.
Well,
defense.
coaching.
Yeah, coach. Yeah.
The coaching.
Yeah. Well, you look at Monty last year, bro. He was so checked out all year long. Anytime you looked at Monty, he was so checked out. Not Victor Staffy. I mean, he is fully engaged.
Yeah.
Do you think that if Jaden Ivey wouldn't have gotten injured, anything would have happened?
I don't know.
Do you think would have been better or worse had he not gotten hurt?
I think we're a better team without him.
We'll see how that is come the playoffs. Like, because in the playoffs.
I don't even want him to come back. Keep him out.
Like, you see in playoff games, like, there will be a time in the game, like, where you need a bucket getter. And if they're doubling on Cade, you need another bucket getter. Like, who's the other guy that we have to go out there and get us a bucket?
So lately,
Tim Hardaway.
I was watching a game tonight, and this is what went in my head. Because, I'm on the Pistons show on Mondays, and we've been having conversations about Beasley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to go into the over the line of I think I might rather keep Tim than Beasley because
yeah.
Tim, he's on a 4-game, 20-point streak. He could take it to the hole. He could shoot free throws. He could do a little bit more.
You play a little bit better defense too. Keep it real.
A little bit. Not much better, but
not much better, but yeah, it is better than Beasley.
I said a little bit. Don't.
So that's where I'm at, DaeDae. I'm starting to tip my toes. Yeah. He's a little bit more of a bucket getter than Beasley. Because if Beasley
since Cade's been out, Beasley hasn't really been the bucket getter he was.
And who?
And it sucks at free throws. How the hell do you shoot that good from 3? But you
can't shoot a fucking free throw?
Yeah. I don't get it. I've heard announcers say just have him shoot the free throws from the 3-point line.
That's bad. That's bad.
So, but yeah.
Where it's going to go ahead.
So they won 42 games this year. They won 53 games total in the last 3 years.
JB, coach of the year.
Oh, he got to be. Got to be. If he ain't, it's some bullshit.
It's rigged. It's rigged. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just don't mess with the city of Detroit for some reason. Like, you're telling me that a coach that tripled his win total from the year before, it came in first year on the job, isn't coach of the year? Something's not adding up.
And even if you take out that 3rd year, we've only had 31 wins the last 2 years. So you got more wins in 1 year than you had your last 2 years combined. Like, come on.
Best turnaround in NBA history, and we're still in the 6th seed. That's crazy to me.
and they're still playing pretty decent without Cade. Do we need Cade? Absolutely, 1,000%. But we're even against the Thunder the other night. We were still in the game.
We were there. We were in that game the whole game. The whole game until like late in the fourth.
And that was without Ron Holland. That was without Harris. That was without Cunningham. That was without Stu. Sasser.
Yeah.
Right now,
I don't count Sasser too much, but with Cade being out, he's your number 2 point guard. So yes, that matters.
Yep.
As of the 1st of April, odds to win NBA Coach of the Year: Kenny Atkins of Cleveland and JB Bickerstaff of the Pistons. And then everybody else, and it's not even close. Like it's like minus 300 for Atkins, a plus 200 for Bickerstaff, and then the next closest is a plus 2,000. and that's it. Like everybody else.
And see, Cleveland made the playoffs last year with JB.
And they got all-stars. They got multiple all-stars.
Yeah. They got 3 all-stars. Mitchell, Mobley, and Garland.
And DaeDae, you might be right. It might be like they just don't want to promote the Pistons. That's all.
I bet the playoff games that the Pistons get will be like the ones that are usually on like NBA TV.
Bro, that'd be bullshit.
Might get a few because if we get the Knicks, then we'll be on TV because it's the Knicks.
Yeah.
And that's where Cade, the world will really get to see Cade.
Yep.
I hope. Well, fucking he can come back and play.
I think he's all right. I think they're just resting him.
Let's talk about that right now. You okay? Be ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. I want to get him at least one tune-up game before the playoffs. You know, I don't want him going in totally, not playing for like 2 weeks by the time the playoffs get here.
Hey, Rich, you got an update on the Tobias Harris injury?
No, it don't look good because it was the same injury that he was out, and then he came back and he tweaked it.
Achilles.
But man, but we can live without Tobias. We can't live without Cade.
Yeah, but Tobias be getting buckets too, though.
He do, but I'm saying if you got to choose your
Tobias
points,
gets key buckets.
Yeah,
well,
but if you got to have one or the other, it's Cade all day, and it ain't even close.
100%.
Oh yeah, 100%. Everybody's saying that.
Because then you could just put Asar to the power, and then go with Beasley and Hardaway as your starters. But the only bad thing about that is it thins your defense.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be ready. I'm not worried.
No, I ain't either.
Giving him some rest. You know what I mean?
You got to get at least one game in before we go to the playoffs, though. At least one, like a half or something.
Well, if you notice, too, his game designation has been changing. So tonight it was questionable. The last game it was doubtful. The games before that it was out.
Okay.
So he's getting closer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at that shit, too, the game designations.
Yeah. As it goes up the ladder. Well, technically, go down the ladder. Yeah.
Out, and then the next game, back.
Yeah, no.
So Tobias Harris, just from tonight's game, it was just right heel soreness. That's all it was. That was his injury report for tonight.
That's close to that. That's close to the Achilles. That leads me to believe something's with that Achilles.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing worse than having a nagging, like just the injuries that like are pulls and strains sometimes are worse than the actual like just freaking snap the damn thing. But because they nag, they wait because you sit back there and they're always sore and they're always kind of like feel like they've been stretched out, but they're not completely torn or they're not completely gone. Where just repair the damn thing. It's so nagging that you just can't play. But you're so close, but you can't play. Oh. You're muted. Can't hear you.
You fucking big dummy.
My bad. I said, what was that time? Where everybody know where they can find us at. Shout out to the people that's watching. I appreciate the 134 people watching us on this Friday.
Of course, he get out of here like his hairline. I ain't even on screen. I'm cutting your ass. What's up, bro?
Yeah, so rude.
There's no proof he said it. We can't see him.
No face, no case.
No face, no case.
But before I get out of here, man, I gotta say something, man. I did lose my cousin recently, man.
I like the motorcycle.
Yeah. So R.I.P. to my cousin Jabbar King, man, aka Snow, man. This was a great man, bro. Great father, great family member, bro. Great son, bro. To lose my cousin the way I did, man, it don't feel right, man. So I just gotta send the prayers out to my family members, his mother, his sisters, his brother. You feel me? But we are a family. We are gonna stand together, man. I just want to say R.I.P. to my cousin, man. I love you, cuz. I wish he was here, man. And I'll see you when I get there, for real. On God. So I do have to shout out that, man, for real, man. I thank everybody for the support they did give me during this time for me with my family.
Yeah. We feel you. We feel you, Bandit. That's for sure.
Sure.
I just realized today was Triple D Day. We don't get it very often, but all three of our teams won on the same day. So today was a Triple D Day. So that's awesome.
For sure. All right, Danny, man. Let them know where you find me out, man. So we get out here and I can go get some to eat, man. Lay my ass down, man.
Yeah, me too. You can find me right here, man. This is where I'm at. I'm here.
At his house.
Yeah.
Rich, man. Let them know where they can find you at.
Find me on X at Riggs928. You can catch me tomorrow on the baseball show with Papa and Mike. You can catch me Mondays on Kings of the Palace. And you can catch me on the NFL show on Tuesdays.
You is killing me right now, but I'm ready. You feel me?
And you can catch me wherever Bandit the hell wants me.
Hey, Paul, man, let them know. Oh, hold on. One more show. Wednesdays. I'm sorry about that, y'all. This Wednesday, that was my fault why we didn't have the LFR. But Wednesdays, next week, they will be there. Sky and Tori will be back. You never know who they will have there speaking with you. Bring you the latest updates on the Lions. You feel me? Who anything they might draft, in this current draft, everything. So make sure y'all catch LFLR 10 o'clock p.m. on Wednesday. You feel me?
Hey, you want to do it, or you want me to do the plug for the Tuesday show? What we're doing next week?
Listen, Paul is running that, so let Paul explain to everybody what's going on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So you can find me on X at Crazy Hockey Fan, and also find me on Instagram at OnePrideNation_24. You can also find me on Just Winging It on Thursdays at 9 p.m. with Keegan. You can find me on Saturdays with Rich, Mike, and whoever else comes aboard. The Central Crown talking Detroit Tigers in their opening day and their early season. And then also, obviously, you can find me on What Up Doe as well from time to time. But what we are going to do on Tuesday, we are doing a first round draft. We have all been designated 4 teams apiece. There'll be 8. We're going to act as general managers for 4 teams apiece. And we're going to get to select. We're going to use our own brain and wit. We're tracking down. We're going to research the teams and what their needs. We're not smoking and joking. We're not going to have fun and just play around.
We smoking.
Well, I mean, some of you guys would be a little crazy, but we're not doing it for giggles or anything like that. We're actually going to try to draft to the best of our ability what the team wants and whatnot. No trades, just a straight draft. Come out and see us. It should be very interesting considering we're only going to give each other 2 minutes to decide on which team. It ought to get interesting probably towards the middle to late round or late picks. But yeah, there'll be 8 of us. So come out. It's going to be very interesting. Probably about an hour and a half long, 2 hours. So yeah, come out and like make some comments because in the space, so that way we can enjoy how silly or how stupid we're doing. Just hey, it's the way it is, and we like to have fun. So maybe we'll add a few things to it to make it interesting. There we go.
You got your back, Chris. You got your back. All right, man. I'm Bandit, man. Make sure you. Like I said, I appreciate the 139 people that's watching, man. If you're on X, man, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. You feel me? And shout out to LFR, shout out to Chris, shout out to Tori. Shout out to everybody we work with. Shout out to Mike, shout out to Keegan, Andrew, Ed. I might just go through the whole crew, but yeah. With that said, man, this has been Detroit. What up, though, man? Please hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on X. Make sure y'all follow everybody on their platforms. With that said, we out. Peace.